Good. How you doing, Steve?
Good, good. Sorry, I missed your call.
Yeah.
Was out fixing an old car of mine.
No, got no problem. So you talked to the kids, huh? You talked to all your siblings?
Yeah, we chewed it all over and talked and stuff, and so the big question was, no, they don't want to do the 5 years and stuff, and you mentioned 2, you mentioned cash out. So I'm going to toss the ball back in your court. One sister would like to get cashed out. The other one is leaning toward that, but she would look at some other options. And my brother and I are, the shorter the term would be more appealing to us.
Sure.
So, anyway,
Yeah.
like I said, what are you thinking?
Well, I mean, we buy most of these type of properties with some type of seller participation, principally because, they're hard to pay cash or even get a traditional mortgage on. Generally the debt service isn't there to cover it, or the internal rate of return for paying cash was pretty low.
Right.
So, we've seen variations of 5 to 10% in an owner contract versus cash out. And I'm not an expert. You talked about somebody being interested in redeveloping it. I'm not an expert on that zoning, what you could do there if you redeveloped it, but maybe you know.
Well, I just know it's commercial.
Yeah.
So as far as what can be developed on it, what can't, I'm not sure. I mean,
Yeah.
they were interested in buying the 2 places, ours and theirs, the place next door to us, which got sold, I believe, to the church that was there.
Okay.
And they wanted to basically tear them both down and build a little Arco gas station convenience store.
Oh, okay.
So
Interesting.
So that's what they were looking at doing, and I talked to them and stuff like that. So that is not in the not in the playbook right now, as far as I'm concerned, because they said if Arco got back to them, they would get back to me, and so far they haven't talked to me in a while. So I'm just saying that it's not going to happen.
Yeah, and those are pretty long development plays to put in those type of buildings.
Oh yeah. It takes at least a year of planning and permits and blah blah blah.
Yes, especially with the gas tanks and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, do you want me to kind of revisit it and throw something back at you for both options?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, if you can do a cash thing,
well, they probably wouldn't like the price.
well, I know it'd be lower than what you'd offer on the unit.
Okay.
But at the same token, we'll entertain it.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, nothing's written in stone yet.
Sure. What's a good email? What's a good email for you, Steve?
Okay. Send it to. I'll give you my business email.
Sure. Got it. Okay.
Steve's one.
Well,
and let me know. I mean, they're interested in doing a shorter period of time, I think, than the 5 years. But
well, my experience when there's 3, 4, 5 siblings, generally the cash out people eventually will concede to the owner contract people. Generally,
like I said,
yeah.
Well, my sister, the youngest one, says do whatever you got to do. I prefer cash out. And the second oldest, said she would prefer the cash out, but she would entertain something that's a shorter period of time.
Yeah.
As long as there's insurance on the building, et cetera, if we're holding a note on it, et cetera.
Yeah.
Et cetera.
Usual security. Yep. Yeah.
And my brother said both ways. He said he's fine, but again, he doesn't want to stretch it out 5 years at all. And I said, well, I mentioned 2 to 3. Jeff went, I might consider something like that. And I said, all right. So there's where we're at.
Yeah.
They want to sell the building. So
go
ahead. You can
Yeah.
tell me whatever offers you want in cash. Again, obviously, we know it's going to be lower than
Yeah.
a term payment thing.
Sure.
But
Okay.
you never know.
Yeah.
So
Okay, well, give me a day or so, and I'll get something over to you, Steve.
Yeah, here's, take your time and do that, and I'll just, maybe see someone a little later this week.
Yeah.
That'll be fine.
Yeah, perfect. We're very interested, so let me write up something.
Yeah, and then I can talk to you about another piece if this thing goes through and everything's good and everybody works out.
Sure. What else? What else do you have?
Well, right now we've got, I'll tell you, it's already listed.
Oh, it's listed.
It's listed already.
Okay.
It's my main store,
Oh, okay.
and it's 20,000 square feet on 2.5 acres of parking in Olympia.
Wow. Okay. That's your music store?
That's the music store. We're not selling the business, we're selling the building.
Ah, you want somebody to buy the building.
And the other thing is somebody buys the building, we'd like to stay in it and pay rent for it for 2 to 3 years.
Okay. Perfect.
Because it could be developed into a medical center, apartments. It was built for the state. It's a steel building.
Oh.
We just put all new heat pumps on it last year and a new roof, last year I think it was, and a new roof on it about 4 years ago.
Wow. What's it listed for, Steve?
What's it leasing for?
No, what's the list price?
4.5.
4.5, and you got a nice piece of property.
I think it should go a little higher. But, it's the real estate agents down here. They got different ideas.
Why don't you just pay off your sisters if you got that much real estate? You're the man. I'm just kidding you.
Buy the one building. We're all four owners of the other one too.
Yeah. Oh, they are. Okay. I got you.
Yeah. We bought it. And we got our folks involved in it years ago. Made them buy these pieces of property years as income-producing properties for them, and they've passed and gone on. And the 4 of us kids have had it, and there's a balance left on the building.
Yeah.
The music store's in, but not that much compared to what we bought it for.
Sure.
And
okay.
They don't want to be tied into in their later years of life.
Sure.
So.
Okay. Well, let's get this one done, then we can talk about that one. So I'll get you something in a day or two.
Sounds good, Jim.
Thank you, Steve. Talk to you soon.
We'll talk to you a little later.
Okay. Take care.
All right.
Bye. Okay. So what'd you learn? Old people like to talk. That's what you learned.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I was about to say. That was a lot.
So do you see how my conversations are different than your conversations?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first lesson. Why? Because I've done hundreds of thousands of these.
Yeah.
And you use a little bit of humor, you use a little bit, you're just guiding the conversation to where it will go. And you learn that when you're dealing with it, this is kind of an estate situation, but you're dealing with siblings who all want to go and split all the money, but they know they can't because they won't get as much. And so you just carefully try and get them all to go in the same direction.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he's selling a $4.5 million building. Obviously, nobody's buying it.
Yeah.
So do people buy a $4.5 million music store?
No.
So
Clearly
they're
not.
selling the land. That's what they're selling.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of people buying land right now to permit for 3 to 5 years to build whatever you're going to build. So I don't know. Maybe the highest and best use for this property is redevelopment.
It's hard to say with that one.
So now you have to learn, which is what we teach you, where will I get him? First off, is he a prospect?
Yeah,
Is he a high quality prospect?
I'd say so.
Right. Tonality, who he's talking, you're not dealing with brokers in the middle. Good old boy, good old American.
Good old Elmer.
Right. Sure. That checks the box. Yes, keep working on it. There's not brokers in the middle. That checks the box. Keep working on it. Now you got to put some numbers on the table, which will let lowball Betty here throw a lowball at it. Right?
That was one time.
It's all right. So, we will throw him 2 offers. The cash out will be significantly lower. The owner financing will be a shorter term, and they'll lean towards that.
Mm-hmm.
He'll call with a trial balloon to try and push the cash offer up. We'll hold firm to that, and eventually they'll get to deed of trust.
Okay.
Probability of success.
20%.
I don't think I'm qualified to make a guess on that.
Hey, you've been here 7 hours now. You can be an expert at anything.
I don't know. It could be actually higher. could be higher than 20 because
So what's my normal probability of success of getting somebody to sign a contract if I'm the deal hunter?
I actually don't know.
It's pretty high.
100%.
That's not 100%. I'm over 80%.
Okay.
I'm probably I'm probably over 80 to 90% of people meet with me.
Yeah. I'd say so.
I'm good at getting them to all the way back home.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice one.
High closing rate,
There you go.
right?
Yeah,
So-
I would say that could be pretty high because, as he mentioned, like his sisters would prefer the cash out. But if there's something different, he also kind of like brought it back towards the end of the conversation, saying, "Well, maybe if it was shorter terms, or maybe it was this."
He
But
definitely wants to sell with you.
Yeah.
yeah, I would say that it's, by his tonality and everything, that it seems like that he wants to get the deal done with you. He liked what you were offering. So I think the only thing that's coming in between that is his family.
Mhm.
But if they see like a difference in price like that, I'm sure that they can be patient
Yeah.
if they're getting what they
Well,
offer.
it's a very difficult, you guys gotta, this is why we keep evaluating properties. It is very difficult to sell a commercial building for all cash when it has very low income,
Yeah,
because it can't get financing.
right.
And this is what we teach about all these commercial buildings that are available. They're unique, they're one-offs, they're people selling their business, they're retiring, they're inherited, and there's
Yeah,
buyers
it is a
for
weird
'em.
building.
And so, trying to train you guys that are newer to real estate to come in and start calling and being a setup person. I want you to practice the calls, but I also want you to be the cheerleader for, hey, let me have you talk to Robert, let me have you talk to Jim. They've been doing it 35 years. I know he'll be excited to talk with you. I don't know the answer to that question, right? When you get stymied or stuck. So you're more the information gatherer, and then, like I could have said right now, that's great, I'm going to have my assistant Janelle give you a call back tomorrow. I'm going to get you over 2 offers. She's going to call to confirm that you got them by email and follow up with you. And then your job then is just to be the, and I'm not saying cheerleader and derogatory, you're a cheerleader for what we do.
Yeah,
It's not pom-pom cheerleader. You're a promoter of positive of what we do and how our experience goes of how we buy properties, how we renovate, how we develop. And you're, it's even like, if I were you, I'd be like, hey, I've been here 3 days, man, and my head is blown away. Like, these guys are exciting. They buy a lot of property. This is fun. They're not, lowballing. They're trying to add fair value. They're trying to find value. in
I'm
everything.
never gonna live this down.
Lowball Betty. She'll cut them down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So learning the terminology so you can speak intelligently, and it doesn't mean you know everything, but you have the confidence to be able to give a 3-5 minute phone conversation, and you can be anybody you want on the phone. You can have been, it's getting your voice to the point that you have confidence enough to talk about what you know, and being able to deflect or defer to what you don't know till you know it. Which it's pretty easy to be excited about being here and be part of it and watching and learning from these guys. And, I'm here to help and try and figure out what's going on. I just want to make sure somebody got back to you today, or I'm reaching out. We sent you an offer. Are you interested? Great. Can I have Robert give you a call? Can I have Janelle give you a call? Like somebody that's qualified to have a serious conversation.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
not jumping into price. That was my biggest thing I learned is go as long as you can without talking about the price, just to learn, about their property and let them know about our company. That's pretty much it.